Hi, I'm Alex.
And I'm Kate.
And we're Mistress and the Martyr. And we're on We Found New Music.
With Grant Owens.
And this is...
Higher Than You. Call me 3 a.m., you're wasted. I don't need a kiss, your lips to taste it. I used to worry about you, baby, more than I worry about myself. I used to think I couldn't touch nobody else. Every Friday night, sipping on orange wine, picturing our life and you getting sober. I used to smoke too much, so I gave that up. Burned through all our love, now that it's over. Yeah, our love was fleeting, and I'm good, but I'm still bleeding. Just a fucked up girl looking for peace of mind. You were my disaster. I've got nothing to look after, so we'll get higher than you did last night. Higher than you did. You're at a party in someone's basement, telling some girl that I went apeshit. You couldn't worry about me, baby, you just worry about yourself. And now you're touching somebody else. Fuck the Friday nights and the winded fights, 'cause all that's left to show is some empty bottles. Yeah, our love was fleeting, and I'm good, but I'm still bleeding. Just a fucked up girl looking for peace of mind. You were my disaster. I've got nothing to look after, so we'll get higher than you did last night. Higher than you did. Higher than you did. Yeah, our love was fleeting, and I'm good, but I'm still bleeding. Just a fucked up girl looking for peace of mind.
Hi, I'm Alex.
And I'm Kate.
And we're Mistress and the Martyr. And we're on We Found New Music.
With Grant Owens.
And this is...
Not to be next to you. I've been sick all night, babe. Stewing in my fears. I know I'm too much sometimes, but not enough to keep you here. We slow dance till midnight. You wiped all my tears. You make me feel safe, dear. It's my brain that makes me fear that maybe I get stoned and turn into an all every shelter that you've made. Trying to get out to the other side, but when I'm on the other side, I'm just afraid not to be next to you. Lay me down in the sheets, yeah. Only eyes on me. Maybe we swap secrets. Modern tragedies. Lay me down in the deep end. So far and I can't breathe. 'Cause that's the way I see it. A part of you is me. Do you worry that you get stoned and turn into a narcissist? I swear your ex is wrong about you, babe. I love when you talk about yourself. I swear I'll always listen when you start reminiscing about the simple days. So don't get drunk and turn into an arsonist. Burn down every shelter that you've made. Trying to get out to the other side. It's when I'm on the other side, I'm just afraid not to be next to you. Not to be next to you. Not to be next to you.
Hey guys, Grant Owens here on We Found New Music. We're joined by Mistress and the Martyr. That is Alex and Kate in the studio. You guys just performed. Hi guys, welcome to the studio. You guys just performed amazing stripped down versions of your singles that are rolling out, and we're going to talk about all of that. What should we hit first? What were the two songs you guys played?
We played two songs called Not to Be Next to You and Higher Than You.
Okay, and are those out now?
They are not out.
Okay,
We don't
they're
have
on their
any
way.
Music out.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew that. Mistress and the Martyr, we are so honored and thrilled to have you here in the very beginning of this project.
Yeah.
And we had you play your first show with us at We Found New Music that was magnetic, magical.
It was amazing.
So many words, I can't speak. It was such a special night. And we're huge fans of what you do and the harmony. So let's get to know everything about you. First of all, where are each of you from and how did you meet?
I'm from Florida. I'm from a tiny town called Jupiter in South Florida.
And I grew up in a town called Kamloops, British Columbia. So basically like opposite ends
Yeah.
of North America.
But somehow strikingly similar in culture. It's very odd.
Right. How did you meet and how did the project get started?
Kate and I met when we were 17 here in LA. We both were discovered and developed by a producer that lived in California, and we would each fly in from Canada and Florida. And he had been developing us separately for quite a while. And I remember he said something along the lines of like, I'm gonna introduce you guys, but you guys are gonna hate each other. So we ended up meeting after probably like 6 months of hearing about each other and instantly fell in love and became best friends. And
We would like Skype each other. It was like
for hours.
that long ago that there was no FaceTime.
Yeah.
We would just Skype and talk on the phone for hours a day, like a true long distance relationship.
Yeah.
So it was a match made in heaven, and you guys both had your own solo careers, but then as you were developing those careers, this kind of came together down the line.
Really nice.
Yeah. I mean, it was just over a few tequilas one night. We actually did like a photo shoot that was intended to be like a best friends photo shoot because we hadn't seen each other. I was living in Berlin for the pandemic, so we hadn't seen each other for a few years. And we wanted to do this like, we're reunited, let's take some pictures and just be hot and take pictures. And then we got them and we were looking at them and we were like,
this feels like a band.
wait a second, we really look like a band. And so we continued drinking the tequila and then went upstairs to her apartment and wrote some of our
Started
first songs.
writing.
Yeah.
Wait, how long ago was this?
8 months ago.
Okay, 8 months ago.
Yeah.
You've been busy because like the other night we did a full show. You had like a bunch of songs that are rolling out and they sound amazing. Feels like a natural fit what you guys are doing. It just seems like a natural progression for both of you.
It feels like that. Absolutely.
Feels like a click for sure.
Yeah.
Like we've both been waiting for this for
Yeah.
a long time.
Well, we're honored to have you here in the beginning. So I guess sort of let's get started with like what is the style of music and some of your personal influences?
I would say Kate and I tend to blend a few different genres together. So we like to stick to like the storytelling that you would hear in country music.
Yeah.
And then pop elements because we obviously love pop music. And at the same time, there's this like rock inspiration. We were both heavily influenced by Alanis Morissette. I mean, just the Dixie or the Chicks, actually, now the Chicks.
Right.
And
Fleetwood Mac.
I mean, yeah, the list goes on.
Oh, yeah. I hear that.
Dolly Parton. Those are all our personal influences that we try to.
I hear it in
pull
the
from.
sound. Yeah.
I hope it's not too inappropriate for the radio, but we're calling our genre country as in CUNTRY. So
You
we're-
got to run with that because
Yeah,
that's
right.
good.
Yeah.
We're branding that right now.
That's your brand.
Literally, just wait for the t-shirts.
It's I can't tell you how perfect. That's genius. Everything you're saying right now, it all fits into all of that. Well, what's the goal of Mistress and the Martyr?
I mean, I think on a large scale, the goal is to just be like the most influential duo
Of all time.
Maybe of all time.
But I think
Lofty goals, and I feel like
Yeah.
you're already about to hit them.
Well, I think another aspect of it is like Kate and I, where we are at in our life right now, we want to make music for people that are experiencing like the same type of uncomfortability.
Yeah.
So we're trying to go there like in our lyrics and really create a safe place to just feel a lot of things and, you know, just something to give something to people to relate to.
That does seem like how music has evolved into like a safe space or a way to really communicate honest feelings. That people are really at that point where
Yeah.
they want to feel something real with the music.
Yeah.
Especially
Hope
in
we deliver
popular
that.
music now,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Look at Taylor Swift. Look at all these people. They're writing about real things and they're like massively popular. So it's like it's the trend for sure.
Yeah.
But either way, so you guys grew up both in small towns. How did that influence your music career?
I think it, you know, personally, growing up, there wasn't a lot of music in my town. So growing up in a small town that was very like heavily influenced and focused on sports and all of that kind of stuff, it gave me time to develop my writing skills as a kid because I would stay inside and I'd write versus like going out and doing all the normal things that the other kids would do. So I think it was a good place to like harbor like that talent and that creativity.
Yeah. Well, you guys
Yeah.
also got started early too, so it was clearly a passion for each of you.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like the only thing, you
Yeah.
know? And I think there's also that feeling of like motivation because you're just like, I want to escape in some ways. I mean, I love my hometown so much, but like,
Yeah.
and I know you do too, but still when you're like, have that feeling as like a 15, 16, 17-year-old where you're like, I just want to get out of here. It's like, and you know that this is like maybe your ticket, you know, it just creates a certain level of drive.
Just seems like a natural fit, everything you've gone through. And what's your writing process like?
It usually involves
A few tequilas.
tequila, some good wine, and me and Kate on the guitar. All of our songs generally start with this just connection between the two of us.
Yeah. We've
Yeah.
had some like insane moments where we like get together and she's like, I wrote this verse. And then she sings it to me and I'm like, weird. Like I wrote this chorus. Actually, not to be next to you that we just played was like that. Like we literally just came in with those parts completely separately and it fit perfectly. We
Cool.
were just
So
like-
Yeah.
it's just 100% match made in heaven. And it's like, this is all just what it was leading up to.
What
yeah,
it feels like.
it really does.
This is good. This is good. I feel like, yeah, we're excited for the project, Mistress and the Martyr, and thank you guys so much. Anything else we can share? You know, I feel like we've hit it.
We've hit it.
We've hit it.
Follow us on
Instagram.
I'm thrilled to see what's next because this is such a fun thing for both of you to do, and naturally, right? After a few tequilas. And
Exactly.
So, I mean, I guess just follow you on the socials, Mistress and the Martyr.
Yeah, we're gonna be announcing, the first few singles coming out soon.
Yeah.
And hopefully more shows. And
Yeah. Until then, enjoy the 2 acoustic songs you just saw. Just play them on repeat, and we'll see what's next.
Incredible.
Thank you so
Grant.
much,
Thank you,
Alex
Grant.
and Kate, Mistress and the Martyr, for joining me on We Found New Music.